If you're a freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen ready for some preseason football. Off we go here in Inglewood. Tyler Shough brings out this Saints offense. He was the third quarterback taken in last year's rookie class, number 40 overall out of Louisville.
And remember now, Mike, since they made the schedule change, this week 2 of the 3-week preseason is really the opportunity to have a dress rehearsal for a lot of these starters. We see them get more game opportunities and game reps, all in preparation for week 1 to kick off. But for the rest of the team, for guys looking to fight for roles, there's a lot of guys just looking to fight to make the roster.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. A run here with Achane. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
Operating out of the gun, this is Shough. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Shough. That's to the rookie. First-round pick, Jordan Tyson. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A pickup of 21 on that connection. It's good for a Saints first down. On the carry, it's Achane. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Come to the line for 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
From the gun, it's Shough.
14-yard line.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? They'll indeed go, and it is Shough. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
To throw right away is Stafford. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
At the 10-yard line.
Back to throw. Stafford. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And He'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. A couple of vets looking like they are ready for this regular season. It's a first down.
First rule of backed-up offense, get the first down. The last thing you want to do, punt the ball back and give your opponent a short field. Mission accomplished. Now, can they maintain possession long enough to see if they can cap this drive off with some points?
Right side, complete to Nakua. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and a couple. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
And that play just really looked doomed from the start, didn't it? It didn't look like the timing. It didn't look like he was confident in his read. And that time he pulls it, nowhere really to go, and take him down for a loss.
That's taken in by Higbee. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That is over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Saker.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to wrap. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
Second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Chuck. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
A run, and it's Achane. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. From the pistol, here's Achane. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
A gain of 5. First down, New Orleans.
Well run with Achane. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
A gain of 5.
More to come. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 0-0 is the score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. He's tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Olave is the motion man. Now Shuck on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt. And although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Saints will take a 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, good with the bag. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Rams offense ready for their second possession. And, Greg, it's the time of year where those veterans know they're going to make the team. They're going to be on the roster for the opener. So when you went through that phase of your career, how did you approach the preseason?
Yeah, certainly different when I was a rookie or really early in my career than I was towards the back end. There's no question. And I think as I got older in the league and a little bit more established, my priorities of what I wanted out of those games, Mike, I think might have changed a little bit, right? I wanted to feel what it was like to get tackled. I wanted to feel what it was like just getting in and out of the huddle, keeping up with the play clock, getting into the operation of the game. It wasn't necessarily about how many catches or trying to make the roster, but it was the next step, preparing myself for the inevitability of a week 1 playing the full game in a full live environment. So this was the next step. You got practice to get your body right. Then you have a couple preseason reps to kind of take that next step, all leading up to being healthy and ready to go come week 1 of the regular season.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That's the safety, Justin Reed. He blitzed and got home.
Second and 19.
We see this a lot. Safeties are brought down as an extra man in the box. They, in essence, replace one of the linebackers and play kind of a hybrid safety linebacker type position. In this case, he knew he wasn't used in coverage. He had a little freedom in his responsibilities to improvise. He saw an opening, took it, and it paid off.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They are going for it. Stafford. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and 1. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Now Kamara. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
They'll go once again with Kamara. He'll push forward for about a yard. Josiah Stewart in on the stop. Now facing 3rd down and 10. Now Shuck. Short one there to his tight end, Fant. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
For the field goal. A 50-yard
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Here's Smith to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with the 1st down. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 16
They'll look
yards.
to pick up the pace.
That's good for a Rams 1st down.
They run over center with Williams. And he finds some space tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. So, from 37, here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. To the left side, that is caught by Mumfield. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, L.A.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half.
3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Here we go. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range. If you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6.
That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. An extra point attempt to follow. He gets it to go, and the Rams move out in front by a point. It's 7-6.
Saints 6.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Brown now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Saints returning to the field on offense. Travis Etienne and the New Orleans offense going back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Olave is the motion man. Chuck to throw on 2nd down. There's Fant open right side. Now a timeout Rams. That's number 2. Talk things over before 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The tight end Fant in motion. 3rd down, and here is Shuck. He gets this complete to Tyson. And he is out of bounds at the 45. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Saints.
Throwing is Shuck. Left side into the hands of Olave. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout, so they have it 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
The air once more. Shuck. Right back to Olave. He's got it again. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Saints first down.
The air again is Shuck. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara.
Shuck's pass complete to Alvin Kamara.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing again, Shuck. Pass caught left side by Fant. New Orleans, 3rd and final timeout. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Shuck. The pressure going to cave in on him. He will go down. Braden Fisk He had a sack in the preseason opener, and he follows it with another one here. So it is a one-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hanson for our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team,
ready to get
Mike
back
Tirico
at it
and
as
Greg
we get
Olson.
back underway here on EA Sports. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Rams offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Simpson. That's taken in, and it's Jarquez Hunter. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Now it is 1st and goal.
That's another Rams first
From the gun, here's Simpson. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Corum. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
A gain of 1 yard on the play.
3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
He'll try and throw it. Here's Simpson. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. The Rams going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. No issues there. This one is good. And the Rams extend their lead to 10-6.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. On the ground, this is Kendre Miller. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll swing this out to Miller. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. They get 15 on that game. First down, New Orleans.
A gain of 15.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Yellow, 22. Ready?
Here's Kamara. Uh-oh. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Leave some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have two or three that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. See what they have for second and 10.
Second and 10.
Back to the air is Rattler. Now they'll set up the screen for Chandler. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Complete to Ty Chandler.
Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
And the Saints first down.
A give up the middle with Kamara. Finding room to the 20. And he's into the end zone. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
This one taken at the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard
Rams offense ready to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with first and 10. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Simpson. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10. On the play fake, it is Simpson. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. So fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. That one hits at the 3, but goes in the wrong direction for the punter. It turns out to be a touchdown. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a first and 10. From the gun, here's Rattler. That's the rookie out of Georgia, Oscar Delp. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. Not much there, maybe a yard.
taken down at the 41. 1-yard gain brings up second
from
and
the 41. 9. Here's second down and 9.
Ready. Sticky.
A fake to Kamara, and now Rattler. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
And it's third down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Rattler. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Taken at the 19. That is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. As the Rams head back out, we take a look at the Saints defensive coordinator, former Chargers head man Brandon Staley. Brandon spent a season as the Rams defensive coordinator under Sean McVay in 2020. Then the Chargers hired him as the head coach. He is now year 2 running the defense in New Orleans. On the ground, it's Corum to start the drive. Nothing. Met at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
No gain on the play.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
Throwing, Simpson. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the third quarter has come to an end. Big play coming up. This is third down. Simpson. That's into the hands of Jordan Whittington. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Rams first down.
That's good for a Rams first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Corum. Finding room across midfield. And he will score. Blake Corum. Touchdown Rams. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Rams make the lead 4. It is 17-13. So now playing with the lead. After touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. Second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
They'll go again here with Kamara. Ooh. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
On play action, Rattler. There's Fant open right side.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll run straight ahead with Miller. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
50-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Out of the gun, Rattler. That's a short one, caught by Delp. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Saints first down.
And the Saints first down.
Working out of the gun, here's Rattler. He'll go right back to Delp. He's got it again. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
First down.
Center leads him to the line for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Rattler. That one caught Devon Vele. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Let's go.
Candler is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
All right, Mike, so down here tight, there's really 2 schools of thought. One, spread them out. Make them defend sideline to sideline, cover every blade of grass, and try to create some holes. The other side of that conversation is pack everybody in tight. We're tougher than you. We're bigger than you. And we're going to knock you back just enough to punch this in for a touchdown.
Rams 17.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Rams offense and running back Blake Corum getting back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Corum. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Corum. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
On the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
To throw, Simpson. Hit as he throws. That one will fall to the turf. And it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good 3rd down stop. And it sets up 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue.
Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by Hayden Ellis. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Here we go. Here we go. 10 flat.
A run up the middle with Miller. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Come to the line for 2nd and 4. on the ground. This is Chandler, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
Gain of a yard, and it's third down.
They'll drop to throw. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up fourth down. They'll try to run, and he's not going anywhere. Stuck behind the line. They have turned it over on down. This is 1st and 10. Now Simpson. He'll find his tight end. It's Colby Parkinson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. He'll run. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll come up now for second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Simpson. Could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Ellis. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game.
At their own 27-yard line.
We'll start the drive with Miller. Now a timeout Rams. It's number 2. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They face second down, 8 yards to go. Back to throw is Rattler. That's caught. Trey Palmer. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 14. First down, Saints.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So this one, a win for the Saints as they move to 2-0 in this preseason, getting